welcome to another episode of Fuck Around and Find Out. How you guys doing today? Now, this whole week I've been rocking my Santa hat and bringing out the energies or the newness for this week because we're releasing things that we don't need anymore. Now, before we jump into the divination tools aspect, let me begin to clear the energy out because a lot of things was going on and I couldn't believe what was going on. They don't want me to give you information. They don't want me to educate you about what's going on. So we're gonna, you know, do what we gotta do. So let me just get this going. You guys get some Copal, let's bring that in. All right. Come on. It'll get stronger. Hold on a minute. All right, we got that energy flowing. All right, now this is a week of releasing, understanding, so that 2026 can come in with a bang. Now, let me give you guys the messages that I received from the spirit about divinational tools. And I'm going to write, I have it written down here, and I'm going to read it right now to you. Divinational tools must be treated with the utmost respect. All must be aware that these tools are not a game. They are not toys. Each tool deserves the utmost respect. Treat them as the way you want to be treated. These tools are sacred and you must know and have the know how, the knowledge, and understand that sacred energy. Each tool has a different power within each item that can give you a beautiful connection with the spirit. You must care for your tools as you care for yourselves. Do not do this because it is a trend. Do not do this because you feel that you want to be in some kind of social dynamic because you know the energy of your divinational tools. We love that you want to communicate with us. However, we demand and want respect. In addition to this, you must have the open mind, no fear on what you encounter through your moment with the spirit. All right. Now, they were very stern about this channel message because there are a lot of people out there that want to follow TikTok. They want to follow what they see, monkey do. Spirit said enough with that. When you get these cards, you treat them with the utmost respect. Treat them as if these cards were you and someone doesn't know the value of these tools or they don't know the value of you. How would that make you feel? Okay. Let that sink in. Now, they want me to give you a theme song. And, oh, they are funny. All right. Here's the song. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody ringing the bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor. Open the door. Let him in. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Martin Luther. Auntie Jim. Open the door. Let him in. Yeah. All right. Do 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 do. Oh. They're being funny. Okay. When you open that door, you don't know who you're letting in. Okay? When you are just doing it haphazardly, you're not taking the proper steps. You're not taking heed to preparing your cards, making that connection with your spiritual team. All right. Now, let's go into the next message because they really want me to really let you guys know. They don't want you to fuck around and find out, and then you got an attachment, you have paranormal activity, and you got everything coming in, and they're just like do 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 do, or hey, how you doing? You don't want that, okay? You want to have a good rapport with your tools. All right, now. And also, they want to give you some more things. When you get your tools, you must cleanse them. Why do you need to cleanse them? The cards have a journey of their own. Okay. These cards are made. Okay. Now, this is one version of the Rider Waite, which is called the Apprentice Tarot. This is my first deck. Now, with this deck, it's different than the regular tarot. As you can see from my gilded tarot royale, okay, it's the same thing, okay, but their illustrations are more vibrant. The colors are very captivating and beautiful, and it gives you different energies, which is cool. All right, each card, each deck has its own energy. Now, let's talk about the history, or even let's go back to the journey of the card. Now, the person who developed the card, okay, they took time and effort to create these cards, okay, putting in the information to help you, okay, creating their own oracle, all right. Each card gives you that person's connection with their spirit. Now, why is this important? Because for you to understand that when you receive your cards, your energy with your spiritual team is in these cards, but you have to release what was in those cards. Now, you have the person who created the card, you have the person who printed the card, then you have the people in the warehouse putting together the box, putting together the each container for these tarot cards. They're mass produced. And then they have all that energy from one place. Now, when let's say a metaphysical store calls them up, I say, okay, I need another case of the Gilded Tarot. I need another case of the printed tarot deck. Okay, fine. They put in their order. They put in each box of the Gilded Tarot, the Apprentice deck, and so on and so forth. Okay, they seal it up, then it gets shipped out. That's more energy these cards are picking in. Okay, they're taking in and picking certain energies. Okay, good, bad, indifferent. Someone woke up with a bad day, or one is happy and joyful that they're at work and they're doing what they have to do, while others is like, all right, they're shit faced, and then they're just like, okay, I'm here. And then that's it. That energy is being absorbed. So once it goes through their journey, and also postal, okay, if they go to the post office or if they go to a shipping company, all right, that's more energy that is being picked up. And then when they get to the destination, they come back to the depot of the receiving and all that. And then what happens? More energy sorry, more energy is being attracted to those cards, even though they're in individual boxes. Okay? Energy flows through. Even though this is hard, that energy is still going to penetrate. They're going to go through. So when it comes to the final destination, whatever store that is in, and again, people walking by, what is going on? They're sitting on the shelf. People walk by. People pick up the deck. Oh, this is good. Whatever card made. Okay, fine. This is nice. This is beautiful. I love that, but this is not the one I'm looking for. So what they do, put it back on the shelf. And then here you come along, and this is the deck that you really wanted. And then what you do, you buy it. Then you're so excited. You sit there and you look at it. You look at the vibrancy of each card and everything that's going through. And then you start feeling something weird. You start feeling very uncomfortable with your new deck that you got, that you were really in tune to get. You didn't take the time, cleanse it. So, what you are going to do is the following. All right, we're going to give a little overview on what to do when you clean them. Number one, you can use incense. Okay, now I clean the area. You can use the same incense. Okay, Palo Santo, sage, dragon's blood, copal, whatever. Okay, that is a cleansing incense. And then you are going to cleanse your cards. Okay, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I cleanse my beautiful deck so that I have a beautiful connection with my spiritual team. Okay, that's one way. The next, setting it in a bowl of salt. Salt pulls out negative energy. Once you have it in there for at least a week, then you ask your spirit team, okay, is my tool ready? And they will let you know. They will say yes, and then they will say no. And then they'll tell you, what do you have to do with that deck? Sit it in sunlight, sit it in moonlight. Okay. Take Florida water or holy water, mist them. Okay. And then let them sit again in the incense or sit with a cleansing crystal, which I have labradorite and also, where is my, I got all my crystals here. Hold on a minute. Let me get the right one. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I moved it. Okay. You can use black tourmaline or you can use citrine. I'm sorry. Not citrine. I'm sorry. This is I just lost the train of thought. Look at that. Well, this is a cleansing crystal. Cellulite. Thank you. And this cellulite, you could do the following. You could take this crystal, sit it on top of your cards, and leave them, and it will cleanse the negativity. Okay, you guys saw that. It just moved. My hand is straight and it moved. Okay. It will cleanse the energy from each card by just sitting on there. So what you do is get yourself some cellulite and cleanse your cards. Go through the process so that your cards are completely cleansed. Now, putting in the energy, your energy, sitting in meditative state and connecting with your team and have their energy come to the cards. Okay? Come to all your cards that you have. Okay? Day by day. You can't do it all at once. All right. Make sure you do everything really good because this is a tool that you must respect and also you must cleanse. Now, let's say we did all the process and we did everything, and now it's time for us to use the cards. Now, I don't have a Ouija board. I'm going into that right now. A lot of people are fascinated with the Ouija board. Number one, it's not a game, it is a tool. That's a tool that's very powerful and it can open up doors that you can't close. All right? Someone's knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. And then what happened? Your life is. So we have to make sure that we have the proper protocols in place when we use all divinational tools. Okay. Yes, they give you insight. Some of you will get instant results, but to have those instant results, you got to show respect. You got to cleanse them. You got to make them your own. And you have to make sure you have that connection with your spiritual team. Now, another divinational tool that's very, very powerful is the pendulum. Okay. This little trinket packs a punch. Why? Because it brings in the energy as it's saying yes, going clockwise, and letting you know that this energy is very powerful. Now, okay, my spirit team want to say something, and I'm at my laptop, and I'm gonna put it over the letters, and I'm gonna say a prayer. The name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, my beautiful team. Yes, you may have permission to use my hand, to use the pendulum to spell out your messages. Let's keep this concise, not a paragraph, because they like to talk. All right, so let me go over the letters and I'll spell out what they want to say. And let's do this quick. I'm going to have this in a great time now. H E L L O B E G R A T E F U L. Be grateful. T H A T. That. Y O U U H A V E Y O. Aw, thank you, Spirit. They're saying be thankful that you have me to give you the information that you need. Now, again, you have to make sure you keep it cleansed. Now, the next thing I want to say, and I want to keep this in a short time, and I want everything to be exact. When you go for a reading, make sure you know and feel your inner compass letting you know that this person is for you. And I will do another episode about that. Case in point, a lot of us go for readings, and there are people that will give you the information, that will give you what you need. However, the energies that are around may give you what you need to hear, but then you don't see what was told. And I will talk about that with monitoring spirits. That will come up. And I'm also going to do a session with the spirit box. So you have that understanding of what's going on, and maybe they can give us some information. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I will talk to you soon.